Okay, what I thought I'd do is show you a full demonstration of sharpening a knife as I would do it in the workshop. This can be done out in the field in exactly the same way on a piece of wood or a stump or something like that, using the Field Sharpening Kit. This knife is a knife I use for all my leather work. Like I say, I sharpen it probably once a month, but I'll be hand stropping it about every 5 minutes of use. It was a very cheap knife. It's only about £3, so it really kind of just demonstrates that you can take any kind of fairly cheap knife, or even right down to the most expensive knife, and sharpen it. So we'll spritz the 300 grit side. First of all, I'll show you how sharp it is at the moment, and then I will dull it right down. So that's on, for me, that's just kind of just sharp enough for what I want it to do. It's actually lifting the hairs of the paper up, so it's not cutting the paper as well as I was hoping. So actually I'm going to dull it right down so it doesn't even do that, and then sharpen it up properly for you. So to dull it down, I'll cut a beer can in half. Okay, and normally you wouldn't do this with a knife, but hopefully that will demonstrate that you know, the blade is well and truly knackered. Alright, so let's try that again, and as you can see, it's now slicing sharp, but it certainly isn't as sharp as it was. Okay, so it's pretty, see, the cutting edge is pretty knackered. So this is a technique I will actually use for sharpening the knife when I'm in the workshop or in the field. Again, locking the blade in, 45, locking the blade in, putting the blade to the angle that I want it to, and then scrubbing the blade. Now this is the kind of speed that I would be going at. And I feel for the burr. I haven't got a burr there. Feeling for a burr, and there is a burr there. Turn it over, do the same on the other side. And then there's a good strong burr on that side. Okay, so we go from the 300 grit side to the 600 grit side. Little spritz there. Go back to the original side, and you can hear the difference. Turn it over. Okay, and then at this stage I'll start sharpening the knife. Okay, so that's chef sharp. I'll jump straight onto the strop. Here's all the parallel lines, so I'll just polish those out, and once that part of the blade has been polished, I'll move to the next part, polish that area out, keep moving down the blade. As soon as an area has become polished, I'll move to the next area. So the whole of that side now is left a nice smooth strop. Go to the opposite side, polish, keep moving down the blade. Each time it's polished, get to the tip, just check the sides again. So at this stage, 6 strokes the opposite way, 6 alternates, and this is what I would use just as I'm beginning to feel the blades losing its sharpness, and then that'll be back to razor sharp. This isn't something that I would recommend because you can cut yourself, okay, but testing a blade on the hairs of the back of the hand, as we can see, it's sharp enough to actually pull this. I wouldn't recommend it this way because you can cut yourself. So doing the paper test, as you remember, we couldn't cut the paper, and this one we could see is now come back to razor sharp. So I'll sharpen the blade like I showed you once a month, just as I'm beginning to feel that the blade is losing its sharpness. Simple 6 strokes, 6 the other way, and then 6 alternates, and then this will be razor sharp again. Razor sharp. Okay, testing it on the reindeer. You can see that's popping the hairs off quite nicely, and razor sharp. Okay, so that's basically how fast you can get a knife from quite poor condition into a razor sharp condition just using the little Field Sharpening Kit. Like I say, it's a really good little kit. It's ideal for going camping with. It's ideal for the military personnel because it's actually easy fits in your burgen. If you're going out on manoeuvres, ideal for bushcrafters, spoon carvers, whittlers and woodsmen. It'll sharpen axes, machetes and swords, and it'll sharpen anything you want to. That's that. I'll do another demonstration with a bigger knife a little bit later on. I will even sharpen an axe in the same way. Okay, my name's Mark Horden from Sharp Designs Beaver Bushcraft.co.uk. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll be happy to answer anything. Thank you.